Hello, everyone, and welcome back to an absolutely fantastic episode of Yeah, What of It. I know it's been ages, but I'm a changed man now. After some self-reflection, I am now calm, and I feel I am sometimes too opinionated. And actually, Oreos can be in any ratio you fancy, and I even like bananas because they don't even have a smell.
Police, open up!
Get away from the mic! That's not me! The goddamn AI is trying to take over our jobs! It's only been 3 years that we've been talking about all the stupidness that they've been doing. That's 3 years we've been talking about AI. 3 years we've been talking about the cryptids and all the weird and wonderful things in the world. 3 years! Do you understand? Right. Welcome, everyone, back again. No, this is the real me. This is the real me this time. You can be sure of it. Or can you? Is this me? Is this even Jake? Or is this even Harry on this episode? Well, there's no way you can tell, but we are back for the 3rd year running.
Woo.
There you go.
That's very good, actually. It's a lot of energy. I like
That's
that.
a lot of energy.
It's 3 years, motherfucker. It's 3.
I didn't realise it had been so
3
long.
years worth of energy.
3 years worth of more passion, more energy, more passion.
Do you remember what
Right.
our first
Man.
episode was about?
No.
Flat Earth.
What's that?
It was, and
What's actually?
Yeah.
the Earth is still flat, according to some.
So the first line of the description says, in this week's episode, Kian reminds us to not eat poo. Jake questions the existence of pigeons, and Harry wants to go on a Shrek hunt.
Fuck's
Yeah, that's
sake.
these are all valid things to remember.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, don't eat poo. Fuck.
What was the title of the one from 3 years ago? I can't even remember.
Episode 1, how long would it take to convince you the Earth is flat? This is back when we were still doing like questions.
Spin that
Oh,
wheel.
yeah,
Bring
we
back that
spun the
wheel.
wheel. Like, what's that question? Fuck.
I stand by that being a great thing.
What?
Spin the
What are you
wheel.
standing by? Yeah, well, it couldn't have been that great because we haven't done it in, Harry, how many years?
2.
There you go. Exactly. See? Can't be that
Yeah,
great.
but we forgot.
We
I think we
really
just need to
leaned
have
into the
better
weird news.
hypotheticals.
Back to hypotheticals. All right, off the top of the dome, quick. If you're so into hypotheticals, you should have one ready. Go for it.
I don't have any ready. I'm a man who likes to prepare.
Exactly. Can't be that great then. We continue.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, it does. If you love it
not.
so much, you should have one ready to go whenever. Whenever you go. Bang. You should be like... it
Yeah,
should be on
you
your
like
hip.
Oreos. Do you have one right now? In your hands,
I
do you
said
have an Oreo?
I said I liked Oreos, but if you also go back and listen to that episode, I also say I rarely eat them.
I don't fucking listen to shit you say.
That's fair.
You hear that, folks? One of our own don't even listen to our own podcast.
That's hurtful. Accurate but hurtful. I'm joking.
I can't tell you the last time I actually had a biscuit. Fuck. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't just before I used to just munch biscuits. I used to just absolutely just buy a pack. Blah, 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 blah.
Official biscuit
I'm a
muncher
good-
right here.
I'm a good boy now. Biscuits, couldn't tell you the last time I had one. Same with the chocolate bar. Same with sweets, pretty much.
Wow.
I'm not
Really?
just not into, yeah, I'm just not into that anymore. As I used
Oh, I love
to
it.
be.
It's not for him.
I can't. Beer, on the other hand, I'll tell you exactly when I had my last beer. Friday.
Yeah, this is what's happened.
Okay.
Is this podcast started 3 years ago with you guys calling me an alcoholic? Like, oh, you have an occasional drink during the week. Alky, right? And then I slowed down my drinking, and you guys decided to drink even more,
That is
and then tell
true.
me it's fine.
All right, would you call someone who goes on a wine tasting to a vineyard at Alki?
Depends how often he does it. And if it's his job.
Well,
You could do it every day of the week. I still wouldn't call him an Alki.
Depends how much
Also-
he's tasting.
it depends. Yeah, it depends if you actually swallow it.
Because that's what we're doing. We're just brewery beer tasting.
Connoisseur.
No.
We go there, we're like, oh, that's
No.
you can really taste the
Wine-
mosaic hops.
Wine tasting is you have like a small mouthful and you're meant to spit it out. People don't, but you're meant to spit it out if you're serious.
Yeah, but
Wine tasting. Not have a pint and then having 2 more pints as well to make sure you tasted it the first 2 times.
No, that's me because I like what I like, and then I end up just ordering the same fucking thing. Because I went,
Exactly.
when I was
So-
at oh mate, this annoyed the fuck out of me. I was at Liquid Light, and there was this like big group of people, at the front, and they're all just huddled around the menu, and I'm like thinking, great, you could have looked at the menu that's on every single table, but now you're all just stood like idiots. And I'm just there, just patient. I was actually patient because I was excited to get my fucking pink moon, right? No, if I was an alky, I would have been like, come on, get the fuck out of my way. But I was just there like, get my pink moon. Can't really pace that well in fucking motorcycle gear without drawing attention to myself. Or, you know,
Start squeaking.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I'm stood there visually angry. It's the same thing of like the people who stand there when I'm trying to get a fucking meal deal, right? Make your fucking choice. There's people who are professionals at this behind you. Move. But yeah, they're all, like, it was like 9 of them, just like, oh, just choose, and they're all choosing different things. I turn up, as soon as I get to the thing, I was like, pink moon, fucking straight in, ready to go. Don't need to look at your menu. I'm a regular here. Sort me out. Got my pink moon. Oh, it was so fucking good. It's so good. It's just summer in a glass. What's not good about that? Exactly. Nothing.
The anger you have when you don't receive it, that sounds...
No, my anger wasn't of me not receiving it. It was of the people in front of me wasting my time.
Wasting your time to do what?
Drink.
To order.
Drink your booze. Out.
To order. I already said I wasn't. I waited patiently. I'm not an alcoholic. I wasn't.
Also said you were visually angry.
Yeah, I was visually angry. But this just goes back, as I said, to people who just, when there's a choice to be made, there are people who have already made the choice, waiting to choose their thing, and now you're just in the way. Pick your fucking drink, pick your sandwich, pick your crisps, and fuck off.
I fully agree with you on that. I think also, just with meal deals as a whole, is you can stand like a good meter back from the fridge and see everything in it.
It's true.
You don't. Yeah. The people who stand like against the fridge, as if getting closer is going to make the sad ham sandwich look any different. Because you're not picking your sandwich based off looks. You're
the
picking
ham
off what it says.
starts vibrating the closer you get to it. That's when you know that's when you got to get. Oh, that one's excited to see me. It's like choosing a dog. You don't choose the ham sandwich. The ham sandwich chooses you.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Somebody's like crying because the ham sandwich falls down at her.
The cheese starts shaking. You're like, oh, they're both excited to see me. But which one am I going to take home? And then you look at the ham and cheese and it's just fucking going crazy. You're like, oh, I'll go for that one. That's how I choose my sandwiches.
Fuck it.
There you go. If you're not doing it that way, you do it wrong.
Yeah. If you turn up, no sandwiches are vibrating, you go somewhere else. Or you get a wrap.
A wrap?
I don't mind the wraps.
Fuck off. Just get a sandwich. I get me fucking triple breakfast one every time. I haven't deviated from that in I don't know how many years.
I usually go for the triple cheese one. So you get like a cheese and pickle one. You get cheese and tomato and cheese and some other bollocks. And then I get a Scotch egg. And then I walk around where I work eating a Scotch egg, looking like a crackhead.
That's the nonciest.
That is the nonciest.
That's the nonciest sandwich selection I've ever heard.
I'll go to Forbidden Planet, eat my Scotch egg. And then sometimes I'll be like my iron brew. Have my iron brew. Switch back to the Scotch egg. Not a crumb is
I can't say if you're being serious or not.
I really hope that you are lying to us.
No, I'm being dead serious. I'll just walk around the town where I work, just eating my Scotch egg. I'll just go to HMV, eating my Scotch egg. Just walking around a shopping centre, have a little sip of iron brew, go back to my Scotch egg.
I've got no problem with Scotch eggs or iron brew separately. You don't buy them on the meal deal. I think that's a heinous crime. But the triple cheese sandwich is actually making me very sad.
I don't get it every time. Last time I got a meatball and fucking falafel or something wrap. It was like a special edition. And I was like, oh, special.
Out of all the sandwiches, you can't beat the breakfast one.
No, breakfast.
Triple breakfast.
Or breakfast.
The triple breakfast sandwich is the bomb, yeah.
Yeah, triple breakfast. And then the slight deviation where I go is depending on how I'm feeling that day. It's either Doritos, the fucking hot one, or the most vinegary crisp that they have available. And then some form of energy drink. Oh.
I like to get the most bang for my buck. Yeah. So if I'm like, I can't be asked to have the sad looking like one all day breakfast that's left. I have a quick glance, like, what's got the most calories? That one. I then look for the biggest snack possible. Sometimes they do sausage rolls, and occasionally They'll have like Ginsters in there. I'll have that, and then I pick the cold coffees because again, it's the most expensive thing for the least money. It's what I do when I go to restaurants. If I don't know what I want to eat, I just look for the highest calories and I have that. It's not.
right.
I'm not even joking. It's a
but
it's a serious thing.
Slippery slope. That sounds sounds exactly like when me, Sam, and Josh went to Malia, and we were like, "What's the highest alcohol percentage we can get for the least amount of money?" Turns out, fucked up. That's that answer. You can get ouzo. That shit was 70-something%. We were like, "Oh yeah, that's good." We pour it this. As soon as you open the bottle, we were like, "Oh, this smells
It's rancid."
like a licorice man, the licorice monster's asshole."
The licorice man.
Mate,
Watch out.
it
He'll
tasted
come
like
and get you.
like you've condensed, you've burnt piles of licorice and then collected the licorice smoke off of it and then condensed that smoke into a pure licorice taste and just shoved it in this fucking drink. It was horrible, but we paid good money for it. We paid good money for it.
I think of ouzo as like Sambuca's hillbilly cousin.
Literally, that is it.
It is.
Fucking grim. Oh, mate, that was one of the worst. Yeah, we didn't even make it out of the house. We pre-drink, never made it out of the house.
That's all right.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, we did save money, to be fair. That's a good thing. Can't complain.
There you go. When saving money's the aim of the game, get drunk at home. Remember that, kids.
True. Yeah.
Right. Whose week are we doing first?
I don't really have a lot. I got to be honest.
Okay.
I ain't done much.
Got nothing left.
Got nothing left.
I mean, I'm happy to go last because my week goes into my news.
Okay, I'll go. I'll start off because I don't have a lot. I suppose the major thing was we went to a beer tasting, which I'd never done before. I don't know if you've ever done it before, Kian.
Nope.
I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't quite what it was. So the address was kind of wacky, and this was a liquid light beer tasting, which before I progress was very, very good, and I would 100% go again. The venue, I'd never heard of this place, but said it was in a city centre. We rock up, and it's just like some random door going into what looks like an office block. You go in, there's like a little cafe thing, and I'm thinking, oh, it's not in there. So me and Kian go up a flight of stairs. There's like a security door. We're like, okay, we don't have a code. I guess it's not in there. Go further up, and we can hear like rummaging of staff. And we're like, right, nope, back down. So we fucking go back down these stairs. I pop into the cafe. Oh, hi, is this for the beer tasting? Yes, yeah, it is. Oh, welcome. Yes, take a seat.
She watched us as well.
Yeah, she watched us fucking wander past, look in, go, nah, it can't be in there, and then fuck off. She just let it go, whatever. Anyway, we go in, and it's nearly all men, I would say 35 years and above, a lot of which are wearing like flannel shirts with a single colour shirt underneath with some sort of boot on. Most of them are bald, not through choice, and are wearing glasses. So we should have known. And overall, it was very good. I think there were only 2 beers which we hadn't tried before. That was a rhubarb and custard one, which was amazing. And I want to say cookie dough. Was that right? Cookie dough? Cookie something. The stout.
Yeah, something like that,
yeah. I did have one embarrassing moment where I just finished a beer and I was like, right, everyone's still going. I'm going to nip for a piss real quick. Go for a wee. Come back. Everyone's just fucking staring at me. And it's like silent. And I'm like, oh, this is horrible. Anyway, I sit down and I feel like the naughty kid, and Keane's like, yeah, he was going to talk, and then he realised you weren't here, so he didn't. And I had to turn around and I was like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, it's okay, it happens. I was like, oh no. I wish he just continued. But
that makes it sound like you pissed on the floor as opposed to just go to the toilet.
Yeah. Well, you never know. It was around a corner. Maybe I didn't make it.
I'm sorry, guys. Oh man.
Yeah, when
Fair enough.
We went to Neon Raptor afterwards, and some lad offered to cut Kian's hair, and then offered me a pity invite to cut my hair.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
He looked at me and he was like, oh yeah, he came to Kim, was like, oh yeah, man, I've seen your hair a few times. I love your hair. I'm a barber, which was, he should have led with that, to be honest. And he's like, oh yeah, come down here. We'll give you a discount if you say you're from Neon, blah, 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 blah. And then I was obviously sat there and he looked at me and went, oh yeah, we'll do yours too. We do like alternative haircuts and that. Don't really know if I've got an alternative haircut. It's pretty bog standard. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, that's, thanks. It wasn't great. But the pizza from Working Man Kitchen was very good. I had a hot dog pizza. It was great.
Oh.
Other than that, I feel like I've done something else, but I have forgotten.
You can just put it in post edit. You can tell. I suppose you can tell us
Tell us
in the future. Yeah.
The other thing we did, this I can't believe I forgot this. We went to this in-person fucking Blood on the Clocktower event.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah.
I can't believe we forgot that. Now, Blood on the Clocktower is effectively Traitors, but a bit more in-depth. Like, you get given a character, and your character has, like, abilities that you can use. But it's the same sort of premise. And anyway, we rock up, and Kean found this and booked it and everything. We rock up, it's this tiny, tiny, tiny little... I hesitate to call it a pub. But
It's a micropub. Micropub's a
micropub?
good way. Yeah, micropub.
It's really, really, really nice micropub. I had no idea it was there. But we turn up, we sit down. Immediately after we sit down, this lad comes in, and he starts it off with, "Oh hi, I'm James. My pronouns are he, him." And I'm thinking, okay. This is the sort of crowd, I guess. That's fine. Anyway, next guy comes in, and he's obviously quite heavily autistic. And the first question he asks is, "When is this going to be over?" And I'm like, right, okay. I'm going to wait outside. And me and Beth go and stand outside, and we just wait for Kian. Kian turns up. And I said to Kian, I was like, listen, before we go in, it's very autistic in there. Just a heads up. Anyway, it starts, and the storyteller, he's actually started following us on Instagram. He was, yeah. Afterwards, when you guys went outside, I was obviously smashed, so I started business talk, which is apparently just what I do when I've had a drink now. And yeah, I went up to him and was like, "Oh, hi mate, you've done such a great job. We run a little local podcast. Would you be interested in coming on one day?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." He was lovely. And he followed us immediately. And I thought it was just like "Oh yeah, I'll follow you." And I didn't check it. And I thought, "Oh yeah, he's probably just said that." But the next day, I checked and he did. He did it when he said he was going to do it.
Nice.
But he was great.
Just to clarify, you just called him autistic.
No.
Not
him.
This is the game master. This is the game master.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the games master. He was great. And I think he does like private hire stuff as well. So that might be
he does.
good to know.
He does weddings as well.
Well, you're going to have to find a girlfriend first. Anyway, it was really... At the start, I was very much like, this isn't going to be my thing. This isn't going to be my thing. I'm going to have to talk to people. I don't want to do that. It seems complicated. I'm not in the headspace for it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, 10 minutes in, I'm loving it. It's great. It is so much fun. And there's a lot of arguing, and things got quite tense at certain points. So Kian's job was, you were the saint, weren't you?
Yeah.
And the thing with a saint is, if the good guys killed a saint, the game's over immediately for everyone. And I was the
Slayer.
So I could once a day.
Once per game.
Once per game, yeah. But in the daytime, I could attempt to kill the demon on my own.
Right.
He literally just points and goes, "You dead." And if they are, they are.
And if they're a civilian or a minion of the demon, then they live, and I've just wasted that and effectively outed myself. Anyway, we get to this point, and this lad who introduced himself as him, he was like, "Oh, I'm the soldier." But the issue was that Kian had been telling everyone that he was the soldier, when in fact he wasn't.
And there can only be one of everything. There's only one of
Yeah.
every single character.
Right.
So everyone's like, "Oh, Kian's lying. You must be lying." And I'm like, "Don't worry, guys. I'm the Slayer. If you guys vote for Kian, I'll just shoot this other guy, and we'll call it a day." I probably would have gotten one of them. What I didn't know was that Kian was the saint, so he was innocent, and him guy was actually the soldier, so was also innocent. Anyway, the him guy had been saying, "Oh, if you guys kill me, I don't mind. It's okay. I totally understand." And as soon as I said, "Okay, well, I'll just shoot you," "What? No, you cannot shoot me." And I was like, "Oh, fucking hell!" And he really got quite uppity about it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And the games master was like, "Just a game, everyone. Remain calm. It's just a game. I'm just throwing out ideas right now. Don't worry about it." And I sat there like, I think this guy might actually kill me. But yeah, somehow the conversation ended up getting turned around to these two girls that were there. And I shot one of them. People voted for the other one. And it turns out that actually worked out all right. And I killed the demon. It was nice. It worked really well. Anyway, long story short, turned out my wife was the demon. And she totally fucked us all over.
Yeah. Mate. Yeah, because her ability as the Scarlet Woman was that if the demon dies, she becomes the demon.
Oh, amazing.
Because we killed the demon.
But
And
here's
we were
the
like,
thing.
"Oh, it's all over."
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
But he was like, "No, it's not." And it was like, and then when it came down to the end, I still said I was the fucking soldier. And all that was left was me, this other woman who was the grave digger, and Beth, right? And it might like you'd think the perfect plan is to then say, because the grave digger woman who was innocent, who I needed to be on my side, I knew she didn't believe me.
She had a
that I
whole
was the
notebook,
soldier.
though.
Yeah, that I wasn't the soldier. So obviously in my head I thought, oh, I have to tell her I'm the saint now. But then I also thought from the other side, if I was her and now all of a sudden at the last second you now want to switch up and say you're something else when you've been hard pressed saying you're this other thing, I don't believe you. So I was like, there's nothing I could do. So yeah, we lost and Beth won.
Yeah.
But I also knew it was Beth, right? But I didn't have legitimate knowledge. So when the guy he comes like round during the night when everyone's eyes is closed for people to do their tasks, right? Like vote and see what. He came near me, and I heard Beth mouth the words, right? And I was like, it's fucking Beth. But I didn't want to be like, I heard her fucking mouth because I was like, that's not part of the game. I didn't find that information legit. So I knew from a few rounds before that she was evil, but I just had no official evidence. Yeah, no official evidence for her because I didn't want to be a bastard in the game. Be like, oh yeah, this is why. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, we fucking lost to Beth. Beth was fucking walking all cheery after that. She had a real pep in her step.
She really did for days afterwards.
Walking around the house like Conor McGregor, fucking arms swinging.
What annoyed me?
Yeah.
Right. When we went outside and those two were smoking and I was just stood there having my drink, so I didn't look like Billy No Mates. She kept going, Harry, what are you? I was like, I'm the Slayer. Okay, just keep it between us. And she was going, are you though? You're not a bad guy. I was going, no. She goes, you wouldn't lie to me, would you? No, of course not. Of course not. She's like, oh yeah, okay. The entire time she's lying to my face. And it's like, wow, unbelievable. And then she's going, well, you didn't ask me if I was bad. You just asked me if I was certain roles. And I wasn't. I was like, okay.
She should take up a career in like law or arguing or something.
Yeah, she'd be well good at it. But yeah, the guy's name was, just a quick shout out to him, it was Pen and Board. He's Nottingham based and he did an absolutely smashing job.
Yeah.
Right, that's it. Yeah, moving on.
Just move on to Jake. I've done nothing.
You've done nothing. All right, so I've had a busy old week because the British motorcycle people have kicked off their yearly thing. Now, despite working with motorcycles, I know very little about them other than they go broom. My workload has increased shitloads, so I've been hella busy. And as you guys have sort of matched my alcoholism, mostly I had to find a new vice. So I've taken up gambling.
Okay.
Because old Cheltenham, is it Cheltenham? Yeah, Cheltenham races, they're on. So I'm betting on the horses, and we're having the horse running, just playing while we're at work. And it turns out that actually, if you sign up to these gambling sites, they're like, "Oh, put down this much money, we give you this much money for free." I'm like, "This is wicked." So I felt like a millionaire this week, just banging money in. And apart from
you pissed that free bets up the wall, didn't you?
not yet. I've got tomorrow or the day after. I might have pissed them up.
Last year's Cheltenham, I came out with like just under 100 quid. I think it was like 97, 96 quid.
Mate, where was it? That's my bet. I was one horse on one of the final races today. I was one horse off of winning 1, 2, 3. I'd have been a 4-round accumulator, getting me a good £1,000. Yeah, well, that's what the free money was for. It's like, here's some accumulators for free. And I was like, oh, wicked. And then some other things, but I've been so excited. But I thought there's been some fun horse names, and I thought I'd just let you know some of the fun horse names.
Mm-hmm.
We've had, I know the way you're thinking. Mumbo number 5, Blow Your Wads, always a good one. Back Me Sack Me, Old Man Dingle, Give It to Me OJ, which and Secret Squirrel, She Could Be Anything, Tackle Tommy Woo Woo, is which, and that's all things these like this year. Then there's some like the weirder ones of all time, where there's was it Big Tits? There's just
because
I couldn't see.
An old one. That's an old one. Yeah.
Big Tits is from 2003 that never placed apparently. 2 in the Pink. They won at 2013 in Kempton Park.
Classic.
Potto. How many O's is that? Fucking pot. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 O's. Passing win.
That's potato.
There's only
Go on, say it again.
It's literally pot O.
Yeah, how many O's?
Oh, is it 8 O? Oh,
yeah.
shit, yeah.
8 O's, it's potatoes.
That's great, that. Either way, that one. May the horse be with you. It's always good. Yeah. Any second now. But I find it... What was that one? Willy Wonka is one for this year as well. I'm just having fun because hearing them like say them all in quick succession as they're running forwards makes it sound like like there's a schizophrenic in the warehouse just in the corner being like, Marlborough, Irish Panther, won by night, found a 50 cents of the goal. You're like, the fuck's going on here? Yeah. So I've just been betting.
If you want funny horse names quickly, in America, how they do their horses is if say you had like a horse that was like a winner and then it goes on to sire other horses, they usually like and then if there's 2 winners go together, they usually like split the names. And I think the one from it was either the Kentucky Derby or whatever other Derby was there. The 2 horses was it was kids classic style and looking touchable. And the horse they came up was kids touchable that came out of it. It was a fucking good horse. But now you're just running kids looking. Wait, I'm just checking up.
Google touchable kids.
It's kids looking touchable. That's it. That's the horse. Kids looking touchable out of Dryden.
Oh, mate.
That's horrible.
Here comes kids looking touchable around the corner. Oh, he's got about 4 furlongs. Kids looking touchable.
Oh, mate. It's so much fun. But yeah, we've been just having our little bets while we're doing our work, and it's made the day go faster. But also, I was in a foul mood when fucking Marlborough fell over today. He fell over, and then my second guy as well. He fell. He just didn't come in, and I felt like I'd physically been robbed of like £1,000.
How much were you?
I was 50p.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, well, 50p in a free accumulator. But I got to tell you, I'm getting a dangerous taste for it because there's blackjack on there, and I was like, ooh, blackjack. So then when I was like having my coffees, I was like, oh, I've got 50p, and I can do little bets. So I do like the little bets of 50p. I'm like, right, that's enough. The kettle's boiled now. I can't touch it anymore, and I have to put it away.
I feel like this could be like a point in time where in like 5 years where we're like, oh, Jake's Jake can't be with us today because he had to sell all of his belongings to pay the debt collectors because of his horrible gambling addiction. We'll be going, I don't know when it started, and then we'll have like a and like have a flashback to you saying it was only 50p.
The thing is I have been very careful. I've put like a limiter on all the betting sites that I've been using, so that I can't spend more than like £10 a month. But that's per site, and I suppose I could open new accounts if I wanted to. It's quite easy to do these things. Yeah, so that's my week and news.
Okay.
That's great.
Well, I guess we're straight into news then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird World News. Weird World News. Well, that's a bit fucking weird.
Okay. Any more news for you there?
I mean, I've got a hypothetical.
Okay, let's
Go for
yeah.
I was just googling them, and Harry's like, "Well, keep it like you should have them on hand." Sounds like you can just Google them, and lots of them are shit. But one that I found was quite fun was if you had to be haunted by a ghost of anyone for the rest of your life, who would you choose?
Wait, say that again?
If you had to be haunted by a ghost for the rest of your life, who would you choose? So it'd almost be like an imaginary friend,
Cat
like
Williams.
they've got to be dead.
They can be.
Fuck. Yeah, but it's
I
hypothetical.
mean, Cat Williams could die. It is a hypothetical.
I want Cat Williams to... Do we see this ghost?
Yeah, only you can see them. They'll just hang out with
Cat
you,
Williams.
essentially.
Cat Williams. I feel like he could provide me clarity in times when I really need it. Like,
Yeah.
motherfucker, is you really gonna be doing that? I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be doing that.
You're right, Cat.
That's what I'm saying, Pippin. Holla at your boy if you need me.
But then he can't go anywhere. He's trapped with you. So
Yeah, but
it's
he's
like
not there
it's like when you say
24/7. He's not
goodbye to
Yeah,
your
he
friend
is.
and then you
Take
go in
a
the same
shit.
direction.
No, he just like poof, fades out. You know what I mean?
Can he do
He's-
that?
he's
He
like-
will
Is that
know
allowed?
everything you do forever.
Yeah,
I-
he'll know
it-
everything I do. I accept that. But it's an understanding. It's like having Clippy on your PC.
Who
You
wants
know
it?
he's always there, but sometimes he fades in and out of existence. So there's an illusion that he's not there. I know he knows everything.
I agree with
Cat
you in
Williams.
this sentiment.
I'm fine with Cat Williams knowing everything, but I feel like he could. If I had Cat Williams all my life, I feel like he could have helped out with a lot of needing situations.
Fairs. Harry, who would you pick?
First thought, topical, Jeffrey Epstein. And then I thought, hang on, this is going to be forever. So maybe not. It'd be good for like right now, maybe for the next year or so. Just so like when papers come out or people are like, I'm not in the Epstein files, that's not me, I did not know him. Then I can look to ghostly Jeffers and be like, did you know him? And he'll be like, yeah, obviously. I'd be like, oh, cool. But beyond that,
I mean, that was a very ambiguous voice. That could have been anyone.
I could have been anyone. Yeah, exactly. But you know, anyone who might sound like that might be a liar. You never know.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not dead yet. But I feel like Louis Theroux.
All right.
Oh,
I-
that's a good shout.
Even
That's a good
though
shout.
I'm not as tall as him, I feel like when he dies, there will be a power vacuum that I could fill.
You could be the next Louis Theroux.
I feel like I could nail the haircut and the glasses.
You do look vaguely similar.
I just need the questions, and if he's always there, then apart from me, like mid-interview saying, "Oh, excuse me, I need some advice," and then turning and looking to my left, and to everyone else, it looks like I'm just staring into the abyss. But I am talking to Louis. Yeah, I feel like that could be useful.
I feel like that's quite a good one. Because also there's a film called The Dentist by Ricky Gervais where he tries to get with a woman because it's not the dentist, it's something. He can see ghosts and he tries to get with a lady through advice from her dead husband.
Okay.
I feel like you're trying to do the same thing but get Louis Theroux's job through advice of dead Louis Theroux.
That's pretty much it, to be honest.
I like that.
Who would you go with?
I saw the question and the only reason I chose this one to ask you guys is in my head instantly popped. I was like, Hitler. It's got to be Hitler. Because it would drive me to do so many like good things. Because at the moment, I do nice things. I do a bit, I donate for charity, and I try to hold doors open for people, and I try to be a nice person. But if I know that I'm actively rage baiting Hitler on a daily basis,
Yeah, but
it would
then
make me so much likely to do good things.
you just got to be really concerned when one day you like donate money to a charity, and he just starts like, "You're falling into my trap." And you're like, "Oh no, what's
Why
happened?"
is he French?
And then I don't know, just European, isn't it? And then you look into who owns XYZ charity. Oh my god, it's a Nazi. And then that's the risk you play.
It is, but then I could find Nazis, couldn't I?
By asking him, is this man a Nazi?
Because if Hitler supports it, I can be like, Nazis. I mean,
That's
I'd have
true.
to try and figure out when Hitler's lying or not. I'd have to see. We'd play poker so I could find his tells.
Mm.
But
Ghost
other than
poker.
that, I could be like, I'd just go to gay weddings and give people money and be like, here, have a great day. And Hitler in the background would be having like repetitive strokes, but can't die because he's already a ghost, isn't he? I'd give him ghost strokes.
But my thing is, when you die, are you and Hitler then unchained? Is the contract over because you've died? Or do you have to live out your afterlife still with Hitler?
I like to think that it would be unchained unless I had unfinished business.
Nah. This is what happens, right? So
Okay.
you
These are
now
facts.
you die. Now both you and Hitler are now on another person, and eventually it's just going to become like an avatar thing. Where they you all following this one guy or person or woman, whatever. And you're like 20, and then you can use them like fucking the Omnitrix is like, who can really help me in this situation right now? Oh yeah, Jake. You come flying out, and then that's what the new ones have to learn at the beginning when they first get the power. It's just like everyone's speaking, and then as you learn to control the power, you can call them in and out of existence. Like,
Imagine some poor kids sat in their GCSEs, like, oh my god, I wonder what to write for this like religious, like their RE exam, whatever. And it's like, tell them they're inferior, blah blah. And he's like, no, leave me alone. And he like flows into that avatar state, and it's me just going, I didn't take RE for a GCSE, mate, sorry. And he he's stuck between horrible race theory or just guesses.
Imagine how unfortunate you'd feel if you did do that, and you're like, oh my god, I've gained access to my ancestors. Oh, all this knowledge they must have. And you sit down, and you do the avatar thing, your eyes start glowing, and then it's just one of us three, like, oh, you're right. Can I help with something? Oh yeah, can you pass down some wisdom to me? Yeah, if you get a more efficient boiler, you can reduce how much money you pay to British Gas. Cool.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, you know, the classic advice of you can only lose 100% of what you have, but you can win an infinite amount % of what you don't have.
It's always better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum.
it's in the cum. It's
And then you fade away, and he's just sat there in the forest, like, what the fuck?
Like, cheers, great granddad. I don't know. Back in my day, we called them clankers.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Back in
man.
my days, we call them wirebacks.
Oh, man.
Hey, I think that's a fucking great idea. The fucking using them as like a omnitrix.
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
if
I'm on.
this is a thing, right? And you keep getting attached to people, and then it gets to the point where, like, I don't know, let's say you keep getting attached to your relatives afterwards, and you'd be like, oh look, it's my mum, it's my dad, oh it's Grandad Kian. Hitler? What are you doing here? Louis Theroux?
The thing is, I'd probably be using Louis Theroux. Oh, if I could have two, Louis Theroux and Cat Williams is the perfect devil and angel on your
Autistic.
shoulder.
Angel.
Yeah, I think that would be number one for me. You know, people at the Olympics be fucking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. This is about crotch enhancement at the Winter Olympics. You heard about this?
I
I've
have
seen
indeed.
the
I love it.
article titles, yeah.
I saw it and I was like, fuck, they're taking fucking real serious at the Olympics if they're going in for. I was so wrong. I was so wrong. For those who haven't heard it, the obviously it's Russian. Russian just love cheating for some reason at the Olympics. I feel like they have other issues to worry about. But yeah, if you haven't heard about it, they're injecting liquids or some shit. Just don't be injecting anything into your penis. That's a key in life lesson, right? Just don't inject anything into your penis. But they're injecting it into their dick so that when they're wearing those suits, they get a little bit extra area between their legs. So it means that they then glide further.
Like a flying squirrel,
Yeah.
but with a massive cock.
Yeah. But what it doesn't say in the thing is if the enlargement is permanent,
No.
or if it's like a temporary thing, there's just now gonna be loads of people in Russia walking around with big dicks, and they're gonna go, ski jumper.
Because I thought this when I read the article originally. I thought they were injecting their dick for when they got measured up for the suit. So they had big dick for suit measuring. They got the suit made, and then when they went to go do their jump, their dick had retracted to normal size, and then they had that
Yeah, obviously it's not like they got fluffers waiting for them at the top to get them hard to go down. Yeah, but it's still so that they had more fabric that was pointing out, so it makes it a bigger wing. But like, brother, if I was an Olympian in any sport, say for example shot put, right? We'll go on the other side of the fence, shot put, and I've worked all my life, and some guy came up to me in the village. He was like, "Hey, psst, psst, I can guarantee you to win and break the record. Let me just do some science with your dick." I'll be like, no matter how bad I want to win, I'll be like, get away from me. Don't fucking touch me. I will take bronze. So for you not to, and obviously he pulls out this big ass syringe with an unknown liquid in it.
It's like glowing
Fuck
green.
off.
Hello there.
I'll be like,
if you would like
I'll
gold,
be like, fuck off.
we do cock science.
There's very little I would do to jeopardize my dick to gain something. Obviously, everything has a number, but there's very little I would do, especially the Olympics. It ain't that deep.
Do you know what? I think it is vaguely deep. Like I would, if I, because Olympians don't get paid very well, depending on what
Depends on the
country.
country. Some countries pay big fucking bucks.
Yeah, but say you're UK, you don't get paid very well, so you need to be placed in top 3 minimum, and you need to get those sponsorship deals, right? So what I'm thinking, go large brain, get the dick enhancement, and because you can get cosmetic surgery, there's no rules. There's no rules about dick size in the ski jump, so just get massive junk, like pay for the surgery, get huge wang, and then do the jump, get the endorsements, boom, start an OnlyFans. You're rolling in it, but I think they don't go a step far enough. I think they need to go permanent, go hard. Because imagine they're like,
permanently hard.
Yeah, here's the 3-legged jumper, Jake Mayo from the UK.
Jake the Sparrow Mayo.
Sparrow Mayo.
Yeah, and it's me, tiny body, skinny arm, skinny legs, massive cock.
Yeah, but now you look like a fucking you have a plane's tail, because now you'd have one thing just pointing downwards.
Yeah.
They're gonna stabilize you in the air.
A sky.
Because I also feel like there's probably a science to it. Like you've probably got to have it long enough that it makes a nice like package in the middle to catch the air, but not so long that they make you tuck it down your leg. That would probably throw you off.
Flapping in the wind, going.
Well, unbalance you because it's down your right leg. You start veering right in the sky.
Well, if you ever, I don't know if you guys have done, when you make a paper airplane, if you rip the front of it and then put the two fronts in opposite ways to make it look like almost like a propeller, when you throw it, your paper airplane spins. So what you don't want to do is have one leg unbalanced so that when you hit the jump, you catch the air and then just corkscrew.
Yeah, I guess that would fuck it up. That would fuck it up.
Yeah.
That would fuck it
So you'd probably have to find somewhere in the middle of the two, where like it's big enough but not big enough to alter your flight horrifically.
Imagine if you are competing, right, and
Mm.
you haven't enlarged your junk, and
Yeah.
you can see other people have enlarged their junk, and you go up to the judges and say, he's cheating, and they say, how do you know? And you have to say, well, look how big his cock is. Do you know what I mean? Like, it feels like, as a judge, you'd be
Is
like,
that-
come on now, don't be a sore loser and have a small
Yeah.
penis. Come on, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those weird things.
That's probably one of the best things as well, because, like you say, if you wrongly call it out, could you imagine if you wrongly called it out? You're like, oh yeah, he only took gold because he like cheats, and then like enhanced his cock, and he's like, no, it's just God's gift. I have the perfect dick to ski jump ratio, gifted by natural. But you'd look like such an arsehole.
Especially
And
if you've already
super
stabbed
insecure.
his cock with a pin to see if it pops.
Like, if I keep rubbing it, it will drain. I promise.
Right.
What are they filling it with?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Probably like saline.
Hold on.
Why you find that?
Oh,
there was
it was dubbed Crotchgate, obviously.
Yeah,
it
makes
was.
sense.
There was a
Injecting an acid serum.
Acid.
acid.
It says,
Yeah, no.
it says acid serum.
So not only is someone coming up to you and saying, let me inject your cock, they're saying, let me
Yep.
inject your cock with acid.
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what they say. And they pull out a big syringe.
And they pull out like
Maybe
a
it translates to
comically
in
huge
Russian.
syringe. Like 2 hands,
don't-
it's girthy.
Yeah, from behind his back, like one of those. Whoop. Yeah,
Like a
maybe
Bugs
Russian
Bunny
doctors just sound very convincing.
Yeah, but Russians have always been known to cheating, and obviously the Winter Olympics because that's what they're good at.
Only because they're
They
filling
were
their
ups-
dicks with acid.
they were upset this year from I don't know if you saw the what was it? The one where they pranced
Erling for the
about.
Canada.
Nah, no, it was Russian. Where they prat about on the ice.
Figure skating.
Yeah, that's it. They were upset because they lost. They lost this year to what I could only describe as the figure skater with the right amount of hood. You not seen it, Alyssa Liu, whatever it is?
Oh mate, yeah, she's wicked.
Oh, she just the perfect amount of hood. Obviously, saying live on
Explain that for
camera.
Harry.
Live on camera, let's fucking go. And then what was that piercing that she's got? You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. However, we've just been talking about dicks, and then you start talking about a figure skater with the right amount of hood. It does sound a little dodgy.
What was funny was after that, her Instagram blew up. Well, that's what people thought. They were playing up some random other person with the same name's Instagram. And she was like, yeah, that's not me. She's like, oh, right, okay. What was the next one? Camel pageant thrown into chaos.
you son of a
after
bitch.
After 20 competitors disqualified for using hump plumping
Plumping
injectables.
Yeah. Isn't this amazing?
Mate, I saw the title. I was like, I have to. That was too good. Hump plumping injectables.
But it's not just the humps. It's the lips as
Was it
well.
just
Their
the-
noses.
Oh,
And then
God.
obviously the
right.
humps.
Okay. Now
They're
I
doing
have
it
more
all.
questions because how are they going on the lips? Are they going, oh, yes, these lips are very plump and kissable?
I don't know. It says they're using injections. I'm not sure if it says what they're actually putting in.
Or for the hump, it's going to be some sort of fatty thing because
They're
that's,
using
that's
silicone
what's in the hump.
wax.
Silicon wax.
Yep, and then it's Botox to soften their faces, dermal
They're
fillers
giving them
around their
Botox!
nose, and then hyaluronic acid. I don't know if I said that right. That's for the lips. Isn't that nuts?
Mate.
To be fair, though, I've never seen a camel pageant before, but with a prize pool of 60 mil,
Sorry.
yeah, I'll probably be. Yeah, the prize pool
Ha-
is 60 mil.
Do they have?
I've seen camels in real life, and I think they're bellends. That's just a personal note.
They have...
But this is not a new thing. It says, yeah, in 2018, 12 camels were disqualified for having Botox injections.
How do they check? Do they try to make the camel laugh and see if his face moves?
Yeah, it's constant. Eyebrows are just constantly in a surprised state. It's like, have you
Okay.
had a facelift?
So 60 million Saudi Arabian, I think they were reals, or I don't know, fucking dollars, dollary dues, I don't know. It's roughly 11.9 to 12 million British pounds. So it's
That's
still
a lot of money.
For a fucking good-looking camel.
It's kind of just luck of the draw, though, isn't it?
Well,
It's
no,
not that
'cause
you get those
breed.
genetics.
Yeah, you breed a good-looking.
What, you're breeding all
Camel.
the hot camels?
Yeah,
They're all
like,
hot.
that's
Saudi
what
Arabia.
like what they. No, that's
Warm.
like what they do with. That's what they do with dogs. You breed the good-looking ones together, and then until you get like a super inbred one that looks nice. That's how we ended
Imagine,
up with
though,
pugs.
Imagine like going home and being like, "Father, I'm not going to be a doctor or anything. What are you going to be? I'm going to be a camel judge."
I'm
And
going
he's
to
like,
judge all
"Brilliant,
the
sort
sexy
of
camels.
profession." He's like, "I know what camels are sexy." Like, who decides the sex appeal of a camel?
And more importantly, what are they doing when they go home?
Yeah, because like,
Breeding camels.
when you look at like beauty pageant stuff, you'd be like, "Oh, most people will find that person attractive. That must be the generic attractiveness gene. We can mark people off of that."
So,
Who's finding camels sexy, and who's noting the sex appeal of said camels?
apparently, they also use they use rubber bands around parts of the camel's body to make them bigger by restricting blood flow.
Stick it on its bollocks so it has a constant erection. That's what's happening now.
Who's making these
It's
camels
fact.
hard?
Just out of interest, Kian,
Ah.
it's important to me that you know that that's not how you maintain an erection. Like,
I feel like it would though.
Just thinking
It wouldn't be good for you for a long extended period of time.
no, but like cock rings go around your dick, not your balls.
Yeah, ball ones.
I know you get ball ones, but that's more for pleasure. I am saying this with 90% certainty.
Yeah, but these judges are judging, so they obviously want to see luscious pulls and shafts. I can't believe I'm
This
saying
really
this.
took a turn.
Yeah, they want to see. I know what you're trying to say, but they're not here to fuck. They do that while they're doing the breeding. This is the showtime, baby. You gotta gator all of it. You want to have license. No, not a single wrinkle on that ball. They're gonna look like they were fucking army ironed this morning. Fucking not a wrinkle on them. Perfect crease around the banjo. I don't know why I'm making that noise.
Like 2 apples in a bin bag.
Yeah, exactly. 2 apples in a fucking potato sack.
I think if my balls were completely smooth, I'd find it freaky. They'd be like 2 giant cysts.
You can get ball ironing. I don't know how much it cost. Should we see how much testicle Botox?
You have a look, because I like the wrinkles. It makes it look wise.
My balls
Yeah, but-
have years of knowledge.
Hold on.
What could you recommend to me? Bollocks of wisdom? Oh,
Exactly.
if you buy a more efficient boiler, you can save money on your gas bills. Oh, thank you.
It
Right,
does
here we
sound like you have one piece of wisdom, Harry. I know you're a very wise man.
So, testicle Botox,
Right,
often referred to as scrotox,
nice.
in the UK costs between 450 and 1,500 per session.
Per session. How many sessions do you need?
Well, obviously just one, but results typically last 3 to 4 months. What the
Wow.
fuck? Imagine paying 1,500 quid just to get your fucking testicles unwrinkled for 3 to 4 months.
But what happens?
You know,
I don't understand
You-
the process here. What?
So they inject you,
Right.
and then you just slowly see your testicles just go.
There's
So they're
Botox
nice and-
relaxes muscles and stuff.
Yeah, and then they're
So it keeps
nice
your
and
face-
tight.
but won't
Or
that
your balls smudged yet.
wait? If it relaxes muscles, well, doesn't it? Well, they'd be more wrinkly, wouldn't they?
No, because it's super smooth. It's like
Ah! Don't click on images. What the fuck?
Why did you do that?
It was just a before and after.
I do think you have to go for the You've got to go for the more expensive one. No one wants a botched.
What a scrotoplasty?
Well, no, I just meant as in like if you're getting bollocks, Scrotox, you've got to go for the higher end thing. You wouldn't want to get like Tesco value Scrotox, for instance.
Yeah, I love how here it goes. Oh yeah, price breakdown, location's a factor, and then it was like, yeah, the higher end, 1,000 to 1,500, London, and then it goes. Oh yeah, the lower end, 450 to 700. And it just goes Newcastle and Durham.
That explains it.
Just throwing those places under the bus.
Where are you? Where?
I just literally searched up testicular Botox UK price.
Yeah, that's not the issue. That's not the thing I've got an issue with here.
Oh right.
What- is that the sole thing they do at these businesses, or do they offer other services?
No, obviously they're gonna do other places. You do Botox as well. I feel like if you know how to do
Face
Botox,
Botox.
you can do all the Botox.
My stepmom's friend does Botox. I'll ask her purely for science reasons, not because I want my balls done.
If she does Scrotox.
Then we could play a
Do
game
it.
next episode called Ping Pong Ball or Jake's Balls.
Is this an egg or is it Jake's testicle? You have 3 lifelines. You can sniff it, blow on it.
On it.
Yeah, because if you blow on a testicle, the muscles around it kind of like flinches.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go in like a
Yeah.
shocked snail.
So yeah,
Shots.
I don't know what the third option would be. Taste it? Fuck it, I don't know.
Sniff it.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
You just
Hello?
call them up. Hello. Yeah, I just need your help real quick. I'm looking at 6 pictures of possibly eggs or testicles. Which one is Jake's balls? I'm on a. You've called me. I can't see.
I'm your Uber driver from a year ago. Please stop calling me.
David, please. I tipped you.
So everybody, thank you for coming. I'm just kidding. This is actually me this time. None of this in this episode is AI. We're actually real. Screw AI and all their absolute nonsense. We've been saying this for 3 years.
It's true.
We are here to bring you human-made news. I couldn't think of the word. See, AI would have been perfect there, but I'm not. So we're here to bring you human-made weird news from around the world. 3 more years. 3 more years with me, Kian, and my 2 co-hosts, Jake and Harry.
For a minute, the way you said me, Kian, it made it sound like you were a separate entity to Kian.
Yes, the AI has
I
snuck in.
might be. The AI might be here.
Roll the AI generated theme tune.
A Florida man just married a tree. A goat in Peru has a law degree. The moon is hollow, or so I'm told, and someone's selling haunted mold. Is it a hoax? Is it a glitch? Is that a cryptid in a roadside ditch? My brain is melting, my coffee's cold. Another story needs to be told. 3 years in and we're still not sane. Just a couple of wrinkles in a smooth jad's brain. Yeah, what of it? The news is trash, the world is bent. Yeah, what of it? That's not a ghost, that's just a vent. From alien autopsies to cursed antiques, we've been bringing you the freaks for 100 odd weeks. Three years of weird and we're just getting started.
Wait, did that lizard just wave at me?
Yeah, what of it?
What the hell was that?